Hello, we are APC team. Our research topic is the Chinese model of e-commerce poverty alleviation. China has been committed to using innovative and sustainable ways to alleviate poverty, among which e-commerce poverty alleviation model has attracted wide attention. In this study, we conducted a systematic review of the research on poverty alleviation through e-commerce in China and identified the characteristics of this model.
Let's move to part 1. Poverty is one of the world's problems that constrain human development, and many less developed and developing countries face the challenge of poverty reduction. According to the UN Sustainable Development Goals Report 2019, the number of people living in extreme poverty worldwide decreased from 36% to 8.6% from 1990 to 2018. It's an outstanding achievement in world poverty reduction. According to the National Bureau of Statistics report, the number of poor people decreased by 750 million from 1978 to 2018. China has successfully worked out of a characteristic path of poverty alleviation. The new theories and practices of poverty alleviation in China have provided an example for global poverty reduction, among which e-commerce poverty alleviation as an innovative and sustainable model has been recognized by the world. The remarkable results of e-commerce poverty alleviation are inseparable from government policy support. The central government has implemented related policies to alleviate poverty from 2014 to 2021. The statistical report released by the China Internet Network Center showed that Chinese online shopping users reached 710 million in March 2020, up 16.4% from the end of 2018. And the national online retail sales of physical goods grew by 3% in 2020, achieving the counter-trend growth. It accounted for 21.5% of the total retail sales of consumer goods, up 5% from the same period of the previous year. This shows that the traditional sales model cannot meet the needs of most people. More and more people gradually adapt to the shift from offline to online. With the vigorous promotion of the government and markets at all levels, as well as the continuous development and rapid popularization of new technologies, e-commerce has become an important force to help poor areas get out of poverty and achieve rapid development. We conduct the literature review from 4 aspects. Poverty has long been a global problem, and eradicating poverty has become one of the severest challenges that developing countries face in achieving sustainable development. The Chinese central government has intended to alleviate poverty by 2020. It's a challenge that requires innovative solutions. In 2018, the share of e-commerce in global retail sales had reached 12.2%. In 2019, e-commerce comprised 14.1% of international merchandise trade. This share is forecast to rise to 22% by 2023. The rural areas face various challenges in participating in e-commerce. Meanwhile, some studies prove that e-commerce can be applied to improve people's quality of life, especially those living in remote and rural areas. All BRICS countries are among the fastest growing e-commerce markets globally, with the highest potential for future development. Many studies have confirmed the positive role of rural e-commerce in achieving online commodity exchanges and increasing rural household income. Most research outlines the following challenges, such as poor access to goods and services, limited economic opportunities, and lack of financial inclusion and challenges for e-payment. In China, some researchers put forward that poverty alleviation through e-commerce can be examined in 3 levels: specific poverty alleviation, industrial poverty alleviation, and social poverty alleviation.
Part 3. Problem Statement. Despite the significant progress made in global poverty reduction, developing countries still face the challenge of eradicating poverty to achieve sustainable development. China is the largest developing country in the world, and the traditional poverty alleviation system is faced with the problems of poor management, insufficient funds, and scattered projects. In recent years, the utilization of e-commerce in poverty alleviation has attracted significant attention. Some studies confirm that e-commerce can effectively improve people's living qualities in remote and rural areas. However, research on how e-commerce contributes to poverty alleviation in China is still insufficient. This study aims to respond to the requirement discussing how the Chinese e-commerce model alleviates poverty to fill the gap. These are our 4 research objectives, and these are our 4 research questions. Part 4. Brief methodology. Our research is both exploratory and explanatory, examining the role of e-commerce for poverty alleviation in China. Live streaming was selected as the main analysis object. This study uses the approach of cyber ethnography to extract and construct a conceptual model of the impact of live streaming by analyzing the current comments of people. The use of netizen ethnography method to analyze the content of online comments has been used in many studies. The target audience of live streaming is Internet users. The research steps of the cyber ethnography method include access to an online community, data collection, data analysis, and explanation, research ethics examination, and member review. This project studied several Chinese videos of TikTok e-commerce poverty alleviation live streams with goods. Based on these videos, we collected data about the product category, the live stream hosts, and messages from consumers in the live stream. These are the 3 steps of data analysis. Finally, here is our list of references. Thank you for watching.